What if I told you that some people can see sounds, feel the future, or know something is wrong before it happens? Real people, real names, real experiences. And science doesn't fully know what to do with them. Before we talk about extrasensory perception, we need to talk about what's considered normal. Humans are taught we have 5 senses: sight, hearing, touch, taste, smell. But that's already outdated. Modern science agrees we actually have more than 9. Balance, temperature, pain, body position, proprioception, internal awareness, interoception. Your brain is already doing far more than you realize. So here's the real question. If the brain can process invisible signals from inside the body, could it process signals from outside our known senses? This is where things get uncomfortable. Let's start with something science fully accepts: synesthesia. This is when one sense automatically triggers another. Case 1. Daniel Tammet. Daniel Tammet is a real person, a British author and savant. He doesn't just see numbers, he experiences them. Numbers have colors, shapes, textures, emotions. To him, the number 1 is bright and clean. 9 is large and dark. 37 has a personality. Because of this, he memorized over 22,000 digits of pi, not by effort, by seeing them. Brain scans show his sensory regions are unusually connected. This isn't magic. It's a brain that refuses to separate senses, and that opens a door. You felt it, that moment where something feels off and you don't know why. Case 2. Dr. Joseph Bell, the real Sherlock Holmes inspiration. Dr. Joseph Bell was a real Scottish surgeon in the 1800s. He could look at a patient and immediately say where they worked, what they were suffering from, what habits they had, without tests. People thought it was psychic. It wasn't. Bell was unconsciously processing posture, calluses, speech patterns, smell, microexpressions. His brain calculated faster than awareness. Today, neuroscientists call this thin slicing. But here's the creepy part. Sometimes intuition knows before logic catches up, which raises the question, is intuition just fast thinking or something deeper? This is where science gets quiet. Case 3. Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, months before his assassination, told friends about a dream. In the dream, he walked through the White House, heard crying, saw a body laid out. Asked who died. The answer: the president. This is documented in multiple historical accounts. Now, important, this does not prove psychic power, but psychologists suggest chronic stress, pattern recognition, subconscious threat detection. His brain may have been connecting dots his conscious mind ignored. Still, that dream happened. And then reality followed. Coincidence? Maybe. But the human brain is better at prediction than we like to admit. Case 4. Dr. Rupert Sheldrake's telephone experiments. Biologist Rupert Sheldrake conducted controlled experiments. Participants were asked, "Who's calling you?" before answering. Chance level, 25%. Some participants consistently scored 60 to 70% accuracy. Skeptics argue bias. Supporters argue unexplored perception. What matters is this: humans are social animals. Our brains evolved to track others intensely. Sometimes that tracking may extend beyond sight and sound. Not supernatural, but not fully explained either. Quick pause. If you're enjoying this kind of content, where science, mystery, and real human stories collide, consider liking the video or subscribing. Not because YouTube told you to, but because curiosity like this deserves more space. Patient TN. Patient TN was completely blind. His visual cortex was damaged. Doctors tested him anyway. They asked him to point to light sources, avoid obstacles, and guess where objects were. He said, "I'm guessing," but his guesses were accurate. Brain scans revealed something shocking. His brain was processing visual information without conscious sight. This phenomenon is called blindsight. He wasn't seeing, but his brain was, which leads to a terrifying thought. How much does your brain know that you don't? The Jim twins, Jim Lewis and Jim Springer, separated at birth, adopted by different families, both named Jim. Both married women named Linda, divorced, remarried women named Betty, had dogs named Toy, worked similar jobs, drove similar cars. Psychologists studied them extensively. Now here's the controversial part. Both reported feeling distress when the other was injured, before being told. Is this ESP? No proof, but genetic similarity plus shared brain structure plus emotional mirroring creates something close to remote empathy. Not mystical, but deeply human. So let's be clear, not everyone who claims special senses is right. But history, medicine, and neuroscience all agree on one thing. The human brain is vastly underestimated. Some people hear whispers in the noise. Others smell change before it happens. Some feel danger without knowing why. Not because they're special, but because their brains listen differently. Maybe the real mystery isn't how much we can sense. Maybe it's how much we've learned to ignore. And if there's one thing worth protecting in a world full of noise, it's curiosity. Stay curious.